Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back. I'm going to try to keep this video not super short, but not really long. But we're talking about Visible. All right, so the way I'm going to approach this video is not being a reviewer, but just being the consumer that's actually using Visible by Verizon. Love the name change, by the way. I mean, yeah, I know some people are going to poke fun at it and be like, oh, they're trying to be like T-Mobile, a Metro and PCS, a Metro by T-Mobile, oh, whatever. I think it's a great move for them. And shout out to Sneed. He actually dropped a video talking about it. And even he said in there, it would help people identify what Visible is. Not a lot of people know what Visible is. Just like not a lot of people know what a Google Pixel is. And so, yeah, not a lot of people know what Visible is. They will now when they see the Verizon. By Verizon. Why? Because Verizon is a household name in the telecom industry. Everybody knows Verizon and everybody pretty much loves Verizon. Verizon is the first thing that comes to mind in anyone's mind when it comes to naming off these telecom companies. When you say Verizon, the first thing that comes to a lot of people's minds is dependability, stability, and just downright hella fast network. Okay, Verizon, big backer of millimeter wave 5G technology. So obviously, yeah. But not a lot of people know what Visible is. So I'm just going to explain it really quickly without spending too much time on it. Visible doesn't have stores. You're not going to find a Visible store anywhere in the United States. If they open one up, that's going to be amazing. I would definitely love to go just take a road trip out there just to see the store because I actually like Visible service. But there's no stores. Why? They don't want to invest the money that they have into paying rent and electricity for a store. So everything is done through a mobile app, but not phone calls and texts. So before you start being like, oh, another text now one. No. It's phone calls and texts. Not through the app. It's through the native apps on your phone. So your dialer, your text messaging app, whatever you uses that. But to sign up for service, to manage your service, it's all done through an app. It's all done that way. And yeah, so you download the Visible app, download it from the Play Store or from the App Store. You sign up for service. They send you out a SIM card. You can activate with Esim if you want to, both on iOS and on Android. So that's a big plus. That was a recent thing with the Android side. Or you can get physical SIM. I got physical SIM. I'm good. Now, like I said, it uses Verizon's network. So, I mean, if Verizon's really good in your area, then Visible is going to be decent. The reason why I say that is because, again, Visible is prepaid service. It's not postpaid, right? Verizon's not going to give priority access to Visible as high as its Verizon postpaid customers. So you are kind of like not on the you're the low. It's a low man on the totem pole, basically. But it is good. I'll tell you guys, it's good, and it's actually gotten better, which is the reason why I really wanted to make this video, just kind of really emphasizing Visible here in this video. So shouts out to Visible. And yeah, I did work with them before. Not work for them, but I worked with them on a business adventure about 3 years ago, and that has nothing to do with this. I just kind of want to like point that out. But Visible service, it's unlimited talk, text, and data. $40 flat rate per month. Flat rate per month. Some of you guys that know Visible are probably going to chime in the comments right now talking about, oh, you're forgetting all the We're getting to the discounts here. I'm going to give everybody the honest thing about Visible. And honestly, it costs $40 a month. There are ways you can save on your bill. I'll get into that here in a little bit. It uses Verizon's network. It uses 4G and 5G. Okay. There is no 3G. So if you are on the 3G phone, first of all, what are you doing? But secondly, yeah, it's not going to work on there. Right. Compatible with LTE and Verizon's 5G. So, $40 flat rate. You can lower your bill. There are ways you can lower your bill. All right, you could. One of the coolest things is if you guys remember Sprint family plans. Well, Visible just kind of took that and injected it with NOS, and it's just like flying down the tracks because there is things called Party Pay, and basically you can start a Party Pay or you can join one. You start a Party Pay, you got to find other Visible people that want to get a discount, and they join your party group, and you guys start building savings there, right? You get one person on your group with you, and your bill knocks down from 40 to 35. You get another person on there, it drops down another 5, and it continues to drop down another 5, with the lowest being $25, right? So 4 people on a party means that all 4 are going to be paying $25. There's not one person that handles the bill for everybody. Everybody's bill is separately, right? So you can have 3 other strangers on your Party Pay, and those 3 are responsible for their bill, and you're responsible for yours. Now, if one leaves the group, it does affect. But Visible has changed up since. They have allowed more people than just 4 people to be in a party. So now there's like groups that have like, 1,100 people in it. Okay, so if one leaves and ports out to like say AT&T, you're not really going to lose out on your discount there. So that's great, right? So 1,100 people in a group and 1,100 people responsible for their own phone line bill. So this is Visible's answer to a family plan. So you can have a family plan. If you guys live in the same home, you guys can create your own little party group and get discounts all together. If you're a single person and you don't have people living in your home to link up with, you can find total strangers to link up with and get the savings anyways. So that was a great thing and a good call, good answer from Visible to create some sort of family plan, because Visible was actually catered towards just a single person phone line, right? Flat rate, $40, unlimited everything. And I say unlimited everything because it is unlimited everything, even the hotspot. The hotspot is unlimited. There's no threshold, there's no threshold point, there's no deprioritization thing or whatever. No throttling, no deprioritization, none of that on the hotspot. The hotspot is just a hotspot. It works. It just works, okay? There is a caveat to it. 5 megabits per second on the downlink, 5 megabits per second on the uplink, which means all of you who are gamers who are thinking, hey, I'll just get Visible, turn my hotspot on, and start gaming online with my hotspot. Don't, because the latency is just not there for online gaming, and it really wasn't meant for that. It was meant for you to like connect, like my tablet right here. I can connect this and live stream to YouTube. Live streaming works good on it. I've done it so many times, but yeah, online gaming, no, not happening. As far as for the regular data that comes to your phone, there is not a lot of there's not like if you're over 35 gigs, you're deprioritized type of thing. It just bases on the network congestion. Like I said, Visible is the low man on the totem pole, so its priority access is not as high as Verizon postpaid. So if you're in an area that's Verizon customers are all at and it's congested, you will in fact be deprioritized for a time until you leave the area or the congestion lets up. Then you'll be okay. Now, some of the coolest things that actually I can confirm in this video is there are questions like on Reddit where I'm part of Reddit groups and I read what people say, and there's people who want to know if C-band is available for Visible customers. If you don't know what C-band is, it's mid-band 5G, and I can confirm it is. You as a Visible customer can connect to C-band, aka mid-band 5G, aka N77. You will connect to it. I've already done that, and yeah, I'll show you guys really quickly. But let's see. Currently, right now, it's been a back and forth thing. So here we go. Okay, right there, band 77. Yes, it's NSA, it's non-standalone 5G, but it is in fact C-band. Okay, so we are catching C-band. Now, there is a cap on Visible when it comes to data. So the downlink, they say, is at 200 megabits per second. You guys see my speed test here. It kind of goes over 200, but it doesn't really go past 230, 250. When it hits to 300, it kind of gets pulled back. So and then the uplink is actually really good. The uplink is, for me in my area, it's pulling 60 megabits, 40 megabits, 50 megabits per second, which is great because to do a decent live stream, you need at least something higher than 10 megabits per second to have a decent live stream, for uplink. So Visible does pretty good in that department. Visible has had little ups and downs with me. Like I said previously, when I first got Visible service, and I worked with Visible to produce some videos, just kind of putting Visible on the map. I had garnered over $500 in credit. They did do something really bad to me. Okay, so this is not going to be for you guys, but to me. They just shut down my account just because of all the credit that I've earned from their grandfathered referral program. I literally wasn't paying a phone bill. I think from that point, I think it was the third month of me having Visible. From that point, I went nearly 2 years without paying a phone bill with them at all. And they're not making money that way. And yeah, so my account ended up getting closed out, and then I had to create a whole new account, and they wouldn't give me the credit back that I've earned. So that was between me and them. That's not going to say that that's a customer experience that you guys are going to have. At least I hope not. But You know, in general, when I think about Visible by Verizon, honestly, it really is a good alternative out there for prepaid service. If you're on Verizon postpaid and you find it to be like super expensive and you can deal with not having the bundles and, you know, all these additional things. If you just want to be on Verizon's network, have phone calls, text, and data, Visible by Verizon is going to be your answer to saving a whole lot of money when you compare it to like the plans that Verizon has and what you're going to be paying, especially if you join a party pay right away as soon as you start your service. I mean, $25 versus, you know, $90 to $100 for one line. I mean, that's a significant difference, right? And you'll be able to maximize usage of your phone on Verizon's network. As you guys saw the speed test that I ran here on this video, showing you the speed test that I get. 200 megabits per second is very capable for a lot of things like YouTube and Facebook and all that other stuff, right? And the uplink, if you're going to live stream to Instagram, you're going to live stream to Facebook or YouTube, the uplink is great for that too as well, right? So it may not grab millimeter wave access. I haven't tested to really see if it could grab millimeter wave. I don't think it does, but it is nice to know that it does get mid-band 5G. And yeah, so in all, just to kind of be straight with everybody, my time that I've had with Visible has always been a rocky relationship business-wise. But as far as like the usage of the service has only let me down a few times. And to be realistic about things, when you have a company that's upgrading its network by upgrading the towers in your city, you're going to go through a rough patch where things seem bleak before things kick on, right? So like just recently I found out that C-band supported on Visible, and obviously that's going to tell me that like in the months where like I was having issues with them, more than likely the tower that I was connected to was being upgraded. And the other day I drove by that tower and I seen that, you know, they did make some upgrades on it. You can see the different nodes they added on, and the little fake, you know, palm tree leaves are gone. They took them down, so now it actually looks like a cell tower rather than, you know, a fake palm tree. So, realistically speaking, to a lot of people that go and you know, they have questions about Visible. Visible is just very clear cut and dry. It's simple, one plan they offer. Supported on iOS and Android devices. Hell, you can go to visible.com and see what devices they have, what they're selling. And lastly, I forgot to mention this, lastly too, if you want to get, like, say you have Visible and you want to get one for your kid. Maybe your kid's like 12 years old, right? And maybe you have like a busted old phone that doesn't work. If you trade that in on what Visible calls swap, they will send you one of their phones. It's a budget phone, but they'll send it to you. And if you send them your device in trade, that phone will be free, so you can get a free phone. Anyways, that's pretty much all I gotta say about Visible. But if you guys have any other questions about it, especially now that I've just, you know, said they support mid-band 5G, whatever questions you may have, drop it in the comment section, and yeah, I'll try to get to them and answer them. If you guys enjoyed this video that I did in this format, you know, where it's just basically me talking to you guys, yeah. And if you had a horrible experience with Visible, please share that in the comment section too. And also, if you're going to share that you had a horrible experience with Visible, please put the city that you're in. You don't have to put an address, but just put the city that you're in. So those other people who watch the video and they read your comment, it'll help them understand if they're in your area to know if Visible is doing good or if it's not doing good. All right? It helps out. Anyways, I'm going to call it that. Thanks for watching this video. It's pretty long, so I'm going to end it now. Thanks for watching. As always, aloha. Peace.